Hey everyone, welcome back to Quick Shifts. My name is Jason, and today we're going to talk about LASFIT liners for the Bronco. So if you guys watched the last video, you know we just picked up a Ford Bronco Everglades, and it is a base model. It comes with just the original equipment for a Ford Bronco Everglades. It has no add-ons, none of that stuff. So what that means, once again, is that it comes with your standard carpet floor mats. So of course, you guys know this, you've seen my previous videos. We reached out to LASFIT and we asked them for some floor mats to put into our vehicle. And I wasn't paying attention, and I accidentally ordered the two-door Bronco floor mats. So I had to turn around, and maybe you guys can learn from my mistake, and I had to order the four-door. So as you can see, they come in similar boxes, but they are different part numbers, and there is a difference to these. So let's go ahead and open these up and take a look at them, and we'll look at what the difference is. So the two-door set that we got is just the front floor mats and the second row floor mats. So let's go ahead, pop these open and take a look. So you guys know, if you've watched any of the previous videos or if you've done any of your research, LASFIT is a Chinese manufacturer, but they do make a bargain price product that is high quality. And so I put these in several of my previous vehicles. So if you guys can see, there's the part number for the two-door Bronco. Make sure you specify you need the two-door and you order the right part. But again, they laser fit these, and it's laser cut, and it's made from a thermoplastic material, TPE, that is environmentally friendly, reduces carbon footprint by 15%, and it's a great material. It's got great durability, it's nice and sturdy. You can see the design here with LASFIT imprint. It's got your snaps on the back to snap right into place. It's got crisscross pattern with nubbins to keep it from sliding around along with the stays. This looks like it's one of the floor mats, or front floor mat. Another front floor mat. This is probably the driver's side. You have your foot pedal rest here. Get your care documentation with this. And then you have your second row, which is a one-piece. So this is actually a three-piece set. And again, this has the textured on the inside. Goes over the tunnel for the rear, for the drive shaft. You have your install instructions. And just like the other set, you have your checkered pattern back here that helps keep this in place along with the stays that snap into place. So because this is for the two-door, you can tell that the back foot area is a little bit smaller here. But we'll go ahead and open up the set for the four-door here, and we can compare these side by side. Now the four-door set that I ordered does come with the rear bed mat. So it's a little bit bigger set. So there's your part number for this four-door set. So it looks like you have the rear mat. I'll pull this out first, I suppose. So again, you can see the rear mat here. And yes, it does come folded, but a trick that I've learned for this is you just set it out in the hot sun for a little bit, and it'll take that crease right out of there, and you'll be all set to go. I really like the pattern on this. That's pretty cool, very off-roady with that tire track across the middle. It has texture to keep things from sliding around on it. And then on the back side, once again, you have the square pattern, and there's nubbins all over this that'll keep this from sliding around in the back when it's in your vehicle. So we'll take this outside and we'll set that in there and see how that fits. The Everglades has a backing plate in there on the rear floor mat. So I'm not sure how this will fit with that, or if we need it. If we don't need it, then we'll put it in the two-door. I'll move this over to the side for right now. Let's go ahead and grab the floor mats. So again, you get the instructions with it. And I'm curious myself to compare these to the two-door. I would think these will be the same. So here's our two-door so I don't mix them up. The two-door right next to the four-door, looks like the front mats or inserts are exactly the same. So even the passenger side, that appears to be the same as well. Again, has a pattern for your feet, catches dirt, catches liquids, keeps all that stuff from getting on the floor of your Bronco. Has the textured pattern back here with nubbins, keep it from sliding around, and your stays. So I'll just move these off to the side again for right now. And let's look at the second row. This is where the main difference is between the two-door and the four-door, obviously. So here's the second row for the four-door. As you can tell right away, it's about the same width, but it's much deeper, it's much longer. With the four-door, you have more area to cover, so this is set up to do that. Again, you have the same tire tread pattern. You have the stays in here that hook into the floor of the Bronco. And when we flip this over, on the back side, again, you have the square pattern to keep this in place to help with the stays so it doesn't slide around underneath your feet or when you have any kind of cargo sitting on top of it. This is great. Once again, very satisfied with this. And take the two-door so you can see size-wise how much smaller that two-door is. If I hold these up next to each other, you have way more room in the four-door than you do in the two-door. So let's go ahead, take the floor mats outside and install them in the Bronco. The two-door will almost install identically to this four-door. So the same process if you have a two-door versus the four-door. In this particular case, the only thing different is I have that floor mat that I'm going to put in the rear of my Bronco that I don't have for the two-door. But I might put that in the two-door if I don't need it in this Everglades. So let's go ahead, take these outside and get them installed. All right, so we're back out here with the Bronco and we're gonna deinstall the factory rug here and then install the floor mats. This is pretty simple. There's a couple of clips on this side. Pull those out, throw those out, grab the floor mat, make sure you have the right side with the indent. Slide it in, and if you haven't already, vacuum it out before you put these in. And then these will snap right into place where the old ones were. Nice and installed, nice and easy, and it looks great. So let's go ahead and do the passengers. So we're back here in the second row of the four-door Ford Bronco, and it's pretty much the same thing, even easier. Just yank these suckers right out of here. And there's one on each side. And then we'll take this and slide it right in its place. Vacuum it out if you haven't already done that. Wipe it out. You want to put it in when it's clean. Press it down into place. And then you have to go over and fix the other side. So come over here, push this flat so it all lays flat. And for those of you who don't know, you have vents over here under the seats. So you want to make sure that you're clearing those vents and you're not blocking them down here, or you won't get any AC from under the seats. And then we'll go fix that side. And the same thing down here. Make sure you don't block the vents. Show you guys down there, there's the vents. And just like that, expertly installed. And it looks great. And the last piece of the puzzle, passenger side. Grab this floor mat, yank it out of here. Grab the new LASFIT mat, slide it down in, clip it into place, and ta-da! Installed. Thank you once again, Justin, for sharing your two-door Bronco with us. The installation of the floor mats is just the same as the four-door. You go ahead and yeet out those old floor mats and clip in the new LASFIT floor mats. And instead of having back doors to open, you fold down the seats, pull out the old mat, and insert the two mats. Thanks again for your help. So if you guys watched the intro to this video, or to the Bronco, this is an Everglades, and the Everglades comes with this shelf. So with this shelf, it means your rear mat area here, the rear of your Bronco, is a little bit different shaped. So one of the fortunate things is it comes with its own little cover here that's easy to pull out and to clean up if you need to do that. Here's that little shelf that slides out. It's an awesome feature. I really like it, but it'll impact this mat that we got. So let's take a look at the mat. So you have the tie downs all around it. Let's grab the LASFIT mat here and pull this out and see how it fits. So it's got the crease in it from being in the packaging, which will heal itself once it sits out in the sun, but it still fits in here. It still protects it, it still covers. It's just not as form-fitting. You can see the grooves over here aren't exactly cut for this setup because you have the indent here from this fixture that's in here with the shelf. But it still covers it, and you could still use this if you wanted to. So it's still functional, but it's not made for this setup. If this mat wasn't in here, it would be a different story. Something I wanted to point out though, for those of you who don't have this shelf, it should fit in yours perfectly, and you have these cutout loops here that are intended for the loops in the bottom of the Bronco on the rear mat here. And you can cut these out. If you look, it even tells you to cut those out. So those would form fit, and you'd still have access to your D-rings back here if you wanted or needed that. In my case, I'll probably just leave this in here unless we can get it to fit in the two-door version of the Jeep or the Bronco. Man, it's hard for me to stop saying Jeep. Ford's gonna be mad. All you Bronco people will be mad. It's gonna take me some time. I've had millions of Jeeps. This is my first Bronco. Please forgive me. So there you have it, guys. There's the install of the LASFIT floor mats in our Ford Bronco Everglades. And the install should be identical on the two-door. So hopefully you got some footage in here of the two-door so you can see that install. But LASFIT makes a great mat, TPE material, laser fit, laser cut, high grade stuff, better than the more expensive stuff. I highly recommend it. If you're gonna spend your money, spend it wisely. These are the mats to get. There'll be links down in the description. Thanks for watching. Please give us a like, share this, share it with your friends, share it with anybody interested or anybody that needs to know about these. And hopefully you guys will like these mats as much as we do.